guys, I have to laugh at the title of this video, Fiddle Leaf Fig Update 26. I don't actually know if I've done 26 videos on this particular plant, but I feel like I've done a lot, so I just thought I'd put 26 on there. But I did have something happen to it in the spring that I should probably share with you. I'm going to show you close up. Let me just show you my rubber tree, which I've pruned into a tree shape, is doing amazingly. It looks so fantastic. But my purpose of this video is actually the Fiddle Leaf Figs. So let's get back to that. I just wanted to point out how fabulous that one is looking. So what happened in the spring was I decided to try this pinching and notching technique. So what I did was I went in and I took some, it wasn't quite this established, but there was a little bit of new growth in the center, which usually just kind of looks like this little dark, this little dark bud. And I pinched it, and then I went down to the side and I cut 1/3 of the way through. And the stem isn't very wide, so it didn't seem like that big of a cut. Well, then a windstorm came along and totally blew the top off where it had been notched. So I was regretting, and I think there was only just a little bit of leaf down here. So I was regretting that I had tried this. I was trying to make my Fiddle Leaf Fig branch out by doing the pinching and notching. So it's kind of a lesson. Don't put out a notched plant outside when you think you might have some storms, because any bit of wind could just snap it in half, and that's what happened. So it was looking really terrible, but I knew that it would bounce back and rebound. And this is what happened. Actually, this leaf was here, and then this whole section sprouted out right underneath where the accident happened. This is where it broke, and actually I trimmed it back just because I didn't want a jagged edge. But right under there, the node, I think it's 2 nodes down, a beautiful branch came out. And I believe this branch also came out. At the time of the accident, this is all that was left, 1 leaf. So of course I was feeling pretty devastated. But let me show you here. It's doing really well. This whole branch is branching out and now has a second set of leaves coming out, as does this one down here. So I think it's going to be just fine and look nice in the end, and ultimately get the branching that I was hoping to get. So in the end, everything is fine. This is what's so nice about plants. They can rebound from these things. And this is its original cutting. Now the cutting that got made in the storm did not survive. I have a feeling that I should have rooted it inside. But this was the original cutting that I took. Let me try to get a side view of that. But that has gotten just huge and turned into really a big plant of its own. And let me just show you something that I'm keeping an eye on. Here's a little bit of mealybug. This doesn't get, a huge problem of mealybugs, but I do come and turn the leaves over and check them a couple times a week, just because, especially the new leaves, the mealybugs do like it. So I'll remove that after the video. And but this is what happened to my original Fiddle Leaf Fig rescue, and like I said, in the end it's gonna really look just fine, but that was a disappointment and a little bit of a setback. But I also wanted to show you what happens on the new leaves, and we have gotten so much rain. I hope you can see that. Now that concerned me last year, and then someone told me it's just something that happens when they get so much rain in the summertime. They do experience this little condition here. Not even sure what it's called, but all the new leaves have these little burgundy dots on it, and once the leaves mature, those do disappear. So I'm really not going to worry at all about it. It's not something that the plant will mar the plant forever, but as you can see down here, the older leaves do not have that. So it has something to do with getting a lot of moisture, which, because it's been a very rainy few weeks, actually a rainy couple weeks, it starts to put these leaves out that have these dots on it. So I'm not going to worry about that. Those will go away. And you know, sometimes if you start treating things, you can end up killing your plants with the treatment. Or even pinching and notching can set you back if you have a windstorm. But I did just want to show you how things were doing. The main plant is in a bit of a recovery period, and the original cutting that I took when I first got the plant is doing amazingly. So it's getting very big. It's at least 2 feet tall now, doing well. Probably going to catch up to the parent plant pretty soon. And then here's another shot of my rubber tree plant, which adores being outside in the summer. It loves the heat, loves the rain, and I just gave it a new pot so it can spread out its roots. So guys, there's my 26th update of the Fiddle Leaf Fig. At least I think it feels like the 26th update. But all is well, recovery is happening, and be careful with your pinched and notched plants that you don't keep them out in windy conditions. So guys, thanks so much for watching and following my Fiddle Leaf Fig journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Just a side note, I still have my mini fiddle, and it is living inside at the moment. I was worried about the heat with this one. It just didn't seem to be reacting completely the same as the larger Fiddle Leaf Figs. So I thought, well, I'll err on the side of caution and put it inside. But here it is, doing well. And it's also been kind of pruned up to look more tree-shaped. But doing well inside. And again, while it was outside, it did have these dots appear on the new growth. But again, I'm not worried about those. Those will disappear as the leaf matures. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.